Hi, I'm this Sean Mick.
And as always, I am now the guest host,
Judith
Judith
from New Jersey.
from New Jersey.
Avery's sick and she doesn't sound herself, but that's okay. Welcome back to NA Plays Valhalla. In the last one, Avery told a story, a couple of stories actually, that were interesting, and I don't really remember what happened in the game. Other than that, the news guy left, and we talked to this other guy, and I don't remember much about him.
Oh, I remember about him.
What happened with that guy, the second guy?
I had a nightmare about him, actually.
Oh, really? Well, do tell.
He just like showed up and started like fucking shit up at my work,
Oh.
like literally like a 2D character. Anyways.
Well, I don't remember anything about him. What did he say? Where was he from? What was his story?
So his backstory was like he was trying to like date our boss, and so he like came into this bar, and then he started telling us all about like his orgies and like his sexual experiences and stuff like that. And then
yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, and then he like tried to hook up with us as well.
Yeah, he was like, "Have you ever faked an orgasm?" I remember that. Yeah.
So that was that guy.
Okay.
I don't remember where we ended it though.
Well, we ended it. Well, we took our break. We're on our break now. Our break is over, and let's get started.
All right.
At least I didn't get locked up this time. What?
Locked up? I'm sorry.
Up? What is that?
What are you doing to get locked up, good ma'am? How do you do things? Here we go.
I don't know how to switch the songs.
You don't know how to switch the songs? What does that mean? What does that even mean, Nick?
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, then. Back in action. You have to do a robot voice.
Good evening. Oh, why would you make me do this? Good evening.
Good evening.
I'll do it.
Okay. Good eve. Would you mind talking about your helmet? Would you mind taking your helmet off?
Oh, sorry. It's comfortable. I usually forget I have it on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm...
What? You cut out what?
I'm adorable. Look how cute I am.
Yeah, remember not to yell too much or raise your voice because your microphone cuts out.
I gotta fix that. She's adorable.
Yeah.
Is this... do I have to keep the robot?
Yeah, you gotta keep the robot voice.
Is this better?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, she's so cute.
What can I get you, miss?
Master Specialist. Say he Asgari of the 765th Division Valkyrie Corp at your service. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Say. C?
Say? C? I don't know.
We'll call it C.
What can I get for you, C?
Let's see. I'm not in the mood for a sweet drink. Oh, but not sweet as in cool. Although a cool drink would be nice, but not too cool as in great, especially not as in big.
You started the timer, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
More so since I have to get up early tomorrow and I can't afford to have a hangover. First, you have to be a person to have a hangover, but you are cute. Sorry, did you get that? No, I did not. Did you?
Sweet but not too sweet. No alcohol because she doesn't want a hangover. I kind of got it a little bit. A sweet drink, preferably a cold one that's not too big, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I can do that. Give me a sec.
So sweet, small, and icy.
A sugar rush. Sweet, girly, happy. That sounds good. We did the Sugar Rush in the tutorial.
I don't know if she's gonna want that one. I thought she said sweet, but not too sweet.
Well, what's too sweet? Sweet, light. It's sweet and light and fruity.
I know. You do you, boy. You're serving me.
It's all mixed.
But it didn't say to put it on ice. That's why I'm thinking it's not gonna work.
Here.
I expected something with ice.
I totally missed that part. I totally missed that part. I don't get many White Knight clients. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from Valkyrie Corps, right? Are you the guys who deal with the riots and such?
Riots? Oh, no. You're thinking of the
Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg Corps. The one with the huge plate suits, right? I don't like that I gave her the robot voice. She's too cute for this.
Yeah, those.
No, we're different people. I mean, obviously we are different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with aftermath.
How so?
To rescue, heal, and protect, we are the angels who soothe those suffering from enemy attacks. I want that on a shirt. I want that on a shirt so bad. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the one who assists the victims of crimes. We watch and protect. Oh, we watch, we protect.
What was that?
Sorry, it's sort of our Pledge of Allegiance. We recite it every morning. What it means is that our duty is mostly including rescuing civilians, healing injured, and protecting them from
stuff. What kind of stuff? Oh wait, that was
Nick, you got way too into character there.
Yeah.
Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch.
You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then?
Damn it, man! I'm not a doctor.
I just play one on TV.
Just play one on TV. Nah, I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at the doctors.
So she's a paramedic. Okay, that's all. Okay, yeah, I get it.
I'm also kind of like a firefighter in places. Sometimes rescue people from places.
Damn, that must be a tough job.
Sort of, but it's also very rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive.
You must have seen some shocking sights.
Yeah, this one time when I was saving some people from the top of a collapsed building, I looked down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and there was this time when we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash and water poured out of a hydrant. She's gonna be the most optimistic motherfucker. Damn it, she is! With the lights and scattered pieces of glass, it all looked almost dreamlike.
That's not what I meant by shocking sights.
We need more of her. No, but those are sights, and they're shocking, right?
Yeah, but never mind.
Wait.
You know, honestly, I wish that I had your... I wish I wasn't the bartender, and I wish that I was the characters, because the characters get way more dialogue than the bartender does. So you're doing, most of the talking, which kind of makes me jealous, but go on.
You want to switch?
I don't know, maybe.
Let me know. Let me know, Boo Boo. If you want to switch Youngblood, we got you.
Okay.
Wait, did I mishear? And you actually meant sight? Sight? I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrating sighs from people after everything's said and done, but
Don't worry, you don't have to. You didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer.
What kind of answer?
Don't worry too much about it.
Calculating.
You finished your drink. Can I get anything else?
Something classy. A classy drink.
So she drank her drink even though that she didn't want it because it didn't have ice?
Listen, she's probably an introvert, which means that you're too
She's like,
scared.
oh, okay, like, I want some nachos, and then you bring out, like, some, like
a steak.
A steak. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's okay. It's great. I love it. Like, no, take it. And then the abusive boyfriend's like, no, take it back. Take it back. Like, no, I like it.
You want nachos, they bring out a steak, and then they're like, oh, thank you. And then your boyfriend's like, aren't you a vegetarian? And they're like, it's fine.
Can you be more specific?
Don't make it too big. Does that work?
Yeah, we know you don't like it too big. Sorry, I just don't come to bars very often. My drinks are usually in a can.
No problem. Don't worry. A classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find for you.
Well, we just switched it up. We can just switch it up whenever we want.
Listen,
Okay.
my throat hurts, so if I don't have to do all the voices, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll do the voices. So by type,
Okay.
classic, classy. There's classic and classy, which is interesting.
I would do classy.
Classy.
And then something.
Bad touch. We're not nothing but mammals after all.
That sounds complicated.
For Karmatrine, does she want alcohol? She didn't say that she didn't want alcohol.
Keep scrolling through them before we make a disquisition.
Okay.
No, I meant like through the classy drinks. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Brantini. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're not too busy being smug assholes.
So that doesn't sound simple. Hope.
It's like champagne served up in a cup that has a little bit of cola left. I like
Maybe.
champagne. That's a maybe.
That's a maybe.
Fringe Weaver. It's like a drinking ethylic alcohol with a spoonful of sugar, and no, I don't like that.
Definitely not. Have you looked at the prices of these drinks?
No, I haven't been looking at the prices. No thermometer was harmed in the creation of this drink.
Okay, so let's go with the first one that we went to. I feel like that's
The
probably...
Bad Touch? No.
Which one do you think? The one with the champagne?
Yeah.
Okay. This is why I'd be a bad, like, bartender.
My sister was a bartender for a little bit of time. In Winslow, Arizona. And on my birthday, she took me to her bar and bought me Patron shots. And
Does she hate you?
do you not like Patron?
Uh-uh.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Oh, speaking of, what are you drinking tonight? This is the first night that we're streaming on a Friday, which means that I can actually enjoy a beverage or two. Yeah, I can vibe a little bit harder.
No, imbibe. Have you ever heard that term?
No, what is
imbibe? And so, like, if you're imbibing, that means you're drinking. So, you're like, I'm going to imbibe means I'm drinking.
Listen, I'm not as young as you, Nick.
You're not as young as me, even though I'm 3 years older than you.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I'm just a linguist.
You're the linguist of Reddit. But no, yeah, so we are actually having drinks ourselves.
Yeah, we are.
Nick's already outed himself as already having 3 beers.
I've had 3 beers before we started the stream, and I'm on beer number 4. I'm taking it slow, though, with beer number 4, because I don't want to have to pee in the middle of the episode, which I'm not going to anyway. If I had to pee real bad, I'm going to hold that till the end of the 45-minute episode. But, yeah, I'm taking the 4th beer slow. I chugged the first 3 beers pretty good.
You know, I'm not going to question your motives here.
I mean, I just wanted to get loose, get loose.
Yeah, and we have not actually drank together, so this is a first.
Yeah, this is awesome.
However, I got like a regular drinking glass, like, you know, standard cup or whatever, and I just filled it with some cheap Aldi boxed wine. And I'm almost done with it right now, so.
Wait, say that again? You're drinking what with boxed wine?
I'm drinking some cheap-ass Aldi boxed wine.
Oh, just the boxed wine, okay.
Yeah, I'm having just boxed wine. I shouldn't say normally, my friend turned me on to, oh, here you are.
Yep, this is something Stella would drink.
Who?
She's my dearest friend. Not that I have others, but she's the one I've known the longest. She likes these kinds of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them.
And what do you think?
I was expecting something stronger. I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name?
Whatever you want it to be.
You know my name, now I want to know yours.
Please take me home. Take me home and do all of the things with me.
Take me home tonight.
Oh yeah, me and Nick this week found out that we have a very similar taste in music. So I think I called you out on our last playthrough of this, saying that you had a shitty taste in music.
Did you really say that? I'll see you next time when I record the next episode. But
yeah, I was just rewatching the one you just posted, and I was like, oh crap! I called you out. I was like, man, you must have bad taste in music. And then like we talked about it this week, and I was like, oh man, I can't even say that. I gotta like apologize because
we have the same taste in music.
Same taste in music.
Yeah. Usually when I show girls stuff like my taste in music, and I show them those like alternative female pop singers and shit like that, they're like, I would never expect you to listen to something like this. Who are you? Like, what's going on?
Who hurt you?
Yeah.
No, I totally get it, because like that's what I'm into as well. So like no judgment there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been sharing some music this week.
Yeah, and I never mind. I'll tell you something later.
Okay.
This is you.
Oh sure. Just call me Jill.
Jill. Jill. Jill for short. Jill is for short. Jillian. No, that's not right. Jillian. Julianne.
Do not call me Julianne, please. Sorry about that. Got a little triggered.
No, please excuse me. I didn't want to anger you. But why don't you like being called your full name?
Nick, is Nick your full name, or is it Nicholas?
Nick is my full name.
Seriously?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm the only person you'll ever meet that's my full name is Nick, N-I-C-K. It's on my birth certificate.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me.
No, I'm not fucking with you. I'm being like legit, 100%.
Do you know what's really funny?
What?
So back when I had to be in like 3rd grade or something like that, my best friends were Mike and John. And obviously they're both like shortened names, like Michael and Jonathan.
Yeah.
So I got home one time and I was like, Mom, what's my name short for? She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, Mike is short for Michael and John is short for Jonathan. So what's Avery short for? And she's just like, go away.
Like Avery Delicious.
I was so mad that I didn't get like my name isn't like shortened. And then like people tried to shorten it to like Ave, but it never stuck. So I was just like, I'm just doomed.
No, I was named after an 80s song that my dad really liked, and there was a line in the song talking about a guy named Nick Kent, and my middle name's Kent, so my name's Nick Kent. And there was a line in that song, and my dad, being the person that he was in high school, he started going by Nick Kent when he was in high school, even though that's not his name. And he was in a band, and just doing all this stupid 80s high school bullshit, like whatever. Anyway, long story short, that's what he named me, and it's been my name ever since for the last 32 years. Yeah,
that's the nice thing. Is you get to keep your name.
Yeah.
I do not. I got it ripped away from me via marriage.
Yeah, that's well, you don't have to do that. You can always do the hyphenated last name, like Roberts, whatever, Feige.
I don't want to talk about my last name.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I shouldn't have said that. Well, we'll cut that out. No.
All right, cut that out. No. We were just talking about how I am much more traditional than you,
Right.
and I actually am very, very traditional. Me and Sam didn't even live together until we got married.
Well, I mean,
lived with.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I lived with his parents for 3 months before our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And he lived in the apartment that we were going to move into.
Well, every time my mom gets married, she doesn't live with the person before she gets married to them, and she's in her like 50s now, and she doesn't have sex with them because sex before marriage is wrong. And
but she's Mormon, isn't she?
My mom is very Mormon, still Mormon. Kind of pains me to think that when all of the evidence about how false the Mormon church is like just out on the internet, and she refuses to look into like the facts of like, I shouldn't even get into this, but like, I mean, it's all fucking false. It's all fucking bullshit. I mean, it's like the whole Mormon church thing is just a complete lie. Whatever, who cares? But she still believes it, and when I'm high on crystal meth, I believe it too. So anyway.
You have some feelings, right?
Yeah, it's like really like when you're in a cult, it like really like gets into your brain and like never leaves, no matter what you do.
I can see that.
Anyways,
it's just a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on that.
Oh, okay. I still feel bad about angering you, though.
Why?
Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people.
You look like a nice girl. You're very cute.
If it helps somehow, I really like this place. You really like this place? The last guy called it a fucking shithole.
The second dude called it a shithole, and then the one before that called it a hellhole.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're hearing it not described as some sort of hole.
I hate when that happens.
You hate when you're not described as a hole?
Yeah, when something's not described as a hole.
Yeah,
not
okay.
Me in particular, but like...
Nick, I'm describing our friendship as a whole.
If our friendship's a whole, then you know what's gonna happen next.
Nope, don't even start that. Don't even put that, don't put that into the ether.
Okay.
Okay.
This is you.
We're gonna go down this rabbit hole together, Nick.
Alright,
that actually helps. You're the first person today to say something nice. Thank you. What do you like about it?
the smell of dog urine and soap. That's funny. My mom used to be a veterinarian, and I used to go to her clinic after school, so the smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic.
Do you have a smell, by the way, that immediately takes you back?
Okay, no. Well, yeah, but I have a better story. And this is gonna sound, I mean, I'm gonna leave this in the stream and on the YouTube VOD. Even though this is gonna sound racist.
Oh gosh.
But I was at the airport the other day.
You mean when you went to Idaho?
I was going from Idaho. Oh, I was in the Idaho Fall. No, I was in the Salt Lake City airport traveling to Seattle.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Well, there was this black guy there.
Okay, I'm bracing myself. Thank you.
He was there right when I got there, and I got there early, like 2.5 hours early, like for the flight, and so like we were there for a long time. So like we were there like right next to each other, like 6 seats away, and like I saw him there, and it's like whatever. I'm not racist. I don't care what color your skin is, blah blah blah. But
you know, once you say the but.
Anyway, long story short, I get on the plane, and my seat is right next to this guy.
Okay.
And he just has this smell about him. Mm-hmm. And it's not a bad smell. It's like...
But it's a smell.
It's a smell. It's like he smells different than other people. And I don't know what it is. And I used to notice this a lot when I was living in Arizona as a kid. Like, Mexicans would smell different. Like, people of different races smell different than white people. And I'm sure white people have a smell. I'm not saying white people don't have a smell or, like, whatever. Like, other races that can detect, like, when Whitey's nearby, they're like, oh, that smells like Whitey. But, like, isn't that interesting to think that, like, people of different races can have, like, different smells and, like, you detect that?
I'm convinced that white people just smell like mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, mayonnaise doesn't smell like anything, but
it smells like vinegar.
I don't know.
I bet, you know what? I have mayonnaise downstairs. Once we go take a break, I'm gonna give it a good old
get a whiff of the mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a whiff of the mayonnaise.
I don't even know what to describe that he smelled like. He just like had a smell. He just
was it. It was like, but it wasn't a good smell or a bad smell. It was just like a smell.
It wasn't a good smell. Yeah, it wasn't good or bad. I don't know. It wasn't like cologne, and it wasn't like deodorant. It was just like I could just tell that he was there without like he was like right next to me, and like I could just tell by the smell. It was weird. I don't know. That's just I'm sure that there's been some science produced on that.
Probably not, but you know,
maybe not. I don't know. This is you. Let's just keep going. Then I'm talking about my racist bullshit.
What made you become a white knight instead of a veterinarian or anything else?
Well, I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any kind was out of the question. That aside, it's mostly because of something that happened when I was a kid.
Oh no.
A white knight attacked my friend and was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in the hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything like that, but ever since then, I felt this was my calling. That I wanted to help people the same way they helped me.
Huh?
That's so true of, like, therapists, by the way. The only reason that someone becomes a therapist is because they had a fucked up family and they want to try to, like, fix their family or fix themselves because of their fucked up family. And so, like, what they're doing in each therapy session is trying to fix themselves, like, vicariously through other people, and they don't give a shit about you. And
oh, wow.
That's what therapists basically are in a nutshell, in my opinion, but whatever.
That came from a deep place.
Yeah, I had a relationship with my therapist, and so did Marley, by the way. And we haven't talked about Marley. Okay, so let's tell the Marley story real quick.
I literally I started a Google Docs, by the way, of things that Nick has been texting me that he wants to talk about on stream, and one of them is story about Marley, 12/1 of 2021.
Okay, so the story goes like this. I went on vacation. Like a week or two ago, I guess, it's been a couple weeks, and while I was on the vacation for like the first couple of days, like me and Marley were talking like as normal and everything was good or whatever, and then like for the last couple days of the trip, like she didn't message me, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna message her, she doesn't want to talk, she doesn't have to talk. And then, like, I got back, and then, like, a couple more days went by, and she still didn't message me, and I was like, okay, she's, like, ghosting me, or, like, this is, like, fizzled out, or, like, just whatever, because it's an online relationship, we both live, like, thousands of miles away from each other, and it's not something that, like, I'm taking super seriously because of that, and other reasons that I don't want to disclose right now, but,
alright, that's fine. Text me later.
I don't even know if I want to tell you in private because it's embarrassing, but
that's fine.
Anyway, so I was like, okay, maybe she's ghosting me, like whatever. And so anyway, like the other day, she messaged me and she was like, oh, my phone broke, and I had to get a new one because she's been having phone problems or whatever. And then it went immediately into like sexting, like just straight up like hardcore.
Oh yeah, it's just pent up.
Yeah, and that was like all like we just had a big like long hardcore sex session, and we talked a few times after that, but that was basically the gist of my story about Marley. I thought she was ghosting me, but she didn't ghost me. Now we're still talking, but she hasn't talked to me today, or she talked to me a little bit yesterday, but that's about it. But she's, I don't know, she's super busy. And like I said, I'm not taking it too seriously, and I know she's not going to watch this far into an episode, so I don't really care.
Oh my gosh.
Even if she does, she said I have full and complete permission to talk about her as much as I want, as long as I don't use her real name, and she also said I have full and complete permission to send her dick pics whenever I want without any repercussions. And that's where I'm at with my relationship with Marley.
Good. I'm glad that you're on the mend of the potential ghosting. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm a person who picked like the slightest change, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because like you didn't talk to me for like half a day, and I was like, dude, are you still alive?
Yeah, like that's. I mean, I'm more laid back than that. Like, I mean, I give people like a couple of days, and I mean, I even gave her like more than a couple of days to message me, and I was just like, okay, like something's going on, like whatever. For the first 3 days, I was like, oh, something's going on, maybe she's just like busy or whatever. And then I wasn't worried until the 3 days after that, and then when I was worried, I still didn't message her because I was like, well, maybe she just is not into it anymore, like whatever. But then she finally messaged me, and I was like, well, see, I guess there's no reason to like overreact over someone not talking to you, because I mean, people they're living their own lives, and you know, shit like that. So
I'm a pattern person, so like as soon as I see a pattern shift, I'm like, I have to make sure this person is okay. I don't know why. So like you can ask my friends, it pisses them off. All of a sudden, like they will, you know, like I have friends that like maybe I'll text like once a week or something like that, or like friends I'll text daily or something like that. As soon as that pattern breaks, I'm like, you okay, bro? Are you mad at me? Did I do something? Are you okay? Do you need help? I have a shoulder. You can cry on it. Like, that kind of thing. And like, you're always like, I'm fine. What are you talking about? I'm like, sorry, my brain sucks. Anyways, we'll get back to this game now.
Yeah, we're taking too much time talking about personal stories and not playing the game.
Sorry. And this is a fun game. Never mind. Okay. Huh? It's interesting, though. One would think that being attacked by a white knight would make you run in the opposite direction.
Yeah, but it was the other that saved me. I kind of guide myself towards judging everything on an individual basis.
Oh, I like her.
Well, not to an extreme extent, but you get me.
Yeah, I tried to do the same too. I love this girl.
Yeah, she's the one girl that I remember from the Let's Play. Okay, I'm just going to take another pause break right here. The reason why I know about this game in general is because my biggest inspiration, and you know, I've talked about Game Grumps a lot as like an inspiration as far as doing like streams and YouTube and you know whatever it is. But honestly, 100%, my biggest inspiration as far as that goes is a streamer, YouTuber, whatever you want to call her, named Lucagen. And she was the very first, like, okay, back in like 2011, I was bored. The internet was a completely different world. So I Googled Chrono Cross, and that's a game, by the way, made by PlayStation. It's a sequel to Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. It's a game called Chrono Cross. I Googled Chrono Cross walkthrough or something like that. And this video by Lucagen popped up. And again, this was, I believe, probably about 10 years ago now. And so I watched like this video of her playing the game and like making commentary over the game. And I was just immediately like hooked, like from that point on. And I watched the whole series. I've watched it multiple times, and I've watched all of her. I've been subscribed to her for 10 years. I've watched her ever since. And she played this game probably like within the last year or two. And this girl right here, is one of the characters that I remember, because I didn't watch the full Let's Play of this game because I wanted to play it. Like, I don't watch, that's the thing now, that I don't watch Let's Plays of games. Like, if a game looks interesting, I'll watch a little bit of a Let's Play and then be like, okay, I want to play that, so I'm not going to watch any more of this. And so that was with this, and I remember this girl in the Let's Play the few videos that I watched. But shout out to Lucagen. She's an amazing streamer, Twitch streamer. She's like, you go to her Twitch stream, she's got 500 fucking people in her Twitch streams every time that she streams. And she still puts videos up on YouTube that get like, I don't know, 8,000 some views per video or more, you know, depending on the video and things like that. And she still does it consistently. And she's a lot older than I am, and you are, Avery. She's like, and that's another thing that I think makes her unique, is that she's not some young, you know, like Minecraft or like Fortnite, you know, streamer. Like, you know, she's an older person. She's not old, I don't think, but she's not quite my mom's age, just a little bit younger than my mom. But I call her Auntie Luca, and she's a great Let's Player. Anyway, so she gave me the inspiration to play this game. Anyway.
Oh. Story. I like that story.
This is you.
Why join the Valkyrie Corps specifically, though?
Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations whenever possible. And going into patrols and all that felt too tiresome. It's also that one with the least paperwork involved.
Dude, I feel that. Now that I think about it, there are different kinds of white knights, right?
Isn't a white knight like something else? Like a white knight is... I mean, I'm sure I could Google it and figure it out, but I'm too lazy to do it, and I don't want to do it. But a white knight is something in culture, like in modern, real-world culture. A white knight is...
So, according to the Urban Dictionary...
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's where I got my name, by the way. Saucy McFoodlefist. Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
I don't want to. I really don't.
Oh, it's really good. That's why I found it, and I loved it.
There's fist in the name. I don't want to look it up.
Okay.
White knight, a man who stands up for a woman's right to be absolutely equal, but then steps up like a white knight to rescue her anytime that equality becomes a burden.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's what a white knight is.
Or a man who promotes gender equality, but practices special privileges for women. Practices, yeah.
Yeah, practices special privileges for women. So it's like they want gender equality, but they take it like to the extreme where like women still get like the higher ground, and like
so they're
still a simp. Like, yeah, they want gender equality, but they're still a simp at the same time.
Oh my gosh, hang on, I gotta read the rest of this. A person with low self-esteem who combats with the unwavering need to aid others who may or may not need it. They usually have very isolated personalities, live as though they're very judgmental of others, surrounding themselves with those who feed their desire to help and feel as a savior. Most commonly cited in young men in regards to women, this is only a lesser form, as it is usually only temporary, fading with life experience. More serious cases occur in correlation with chronic self-esteem problems, where the person needs to maintain a high view of themselves through self-righteous acts of kindness. These people enjoy surrounding themselves with troubled individuals who form a farm which is harvested for what they use as a pseudo self-esteem. Don't give that white knight reason to flaunt his good deeds.
Yeah, you kind of lost me on it. That was a little too long for me to like follow.
Basically, it's basically small penis syndrome who wants to go with the flow and be like, yeah, women are awesome.
Okay, let me pause for a second. Who do you think is more obsessed with penis size, men or women?
Men.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Really?
And I'm only saying that based off of just a few interactions that I've had with you specifically. I don't think that
I'm not a good judge.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously when you're a man who has a small penis, you're obsessed. I don't know if you're obsessed, but you're definitely aware of your small penis and that or whatever. But when you're a man with a normal average size penis, or a man with a larger, whatever size is larger than average and above size penis, then you don't care about your penis size at all. Like, you never even think about your penis size. You just know that this is my penis and this is what it is. So I think the majority of men don't even care about penis size, and the whatever minority of men who have the small penis, and even them, the ones who do have the small penis, they they come to terms with it and like, okay, I'm small and this is just how it is, and you know, whatever. But I think, like, by and large, women are more obsessed with penis size than men are. But what?
By and large, penis.
By and large.
No, I am not a good judge of this. Mostly because I am very open to talk about most anything with most anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to say that, when I say that men are more obsessed with penises than women are, it's not an understatement. Most people who I talk to and who I've read like psychology facts about and stuff like studies like that is most men think that they are a lot smaller than they actually are.
Right, I agree with that.
Mostly because porn has skewed what is actually normal.
Yeah.
And then also with that, like, I feel like men have to feel like they need to hype up their penis size a lot, especially when they have a small dick.
Well, how do you hype it up when you have a small dick? Like,
well, it's small dick syndrome. You're like, oh, look at me. I got, whatever. I'm a big muscular dude, and like, I'm so awesome. I can, or the big trucks.
How do they yeah, the big trucks. I mean, I get that, but like, at the end of the day, how do you hype it up when it's not big? Like,
no, but you can't see if it's big or not. Like, women can't tell if you're.
Oh, so they just pretend like this is like not actually seeing the penis. This is just and the lifestyle that they live because.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I agree with that. That's factual. People do that. Every time you see a big truck with a loud engine go by, you're like, that guy has a small dick. And I think I talked about that in one of my very, very, very early episodes of Have a Smoke with Me back on my channel. If you ever want to watch it, YouTube. But I was like, oh, that guy's a big penis. Every time a big truck was driving by while I was smoking, I was like, oh, that guy's a big penis. Oh, that guy's a big penis. Like, yeah, it's true. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. When guys like, okay, I had a friend. Well, a friend is putting it loosely, but like, an acquaintance. There was this guy, and he was like, just out of nowhere, he was like, "Did you know that most women, they feel the most pleasure in the first 3 inches of their vagina?" And I was like,
no, that's actually true.
Okay, I'm not saying it's not true, but what I'm saying is, okay, small cock.
Like, it's different for a man to say it than a woman.
Yeah, because he's saying that he's only this big, and that's where all their pleasure comes from. So it doesn't matter how big you are, and yeah, that's.
Is that what he said too?
Well, he didn't say that, but I was just like, this guy has a small dick because he's bringing up the fact that women only feel the best pleasurable sensations in the first 3 inches, and I'm like, this guy's got a micro dick.
I think that a micro dick is under 3 inches.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about micro dicks or size. I've never even really measured myself. Like, I should. That's kind of personal, but I've never really. I've never had any complaints. I've never. My ex-girlfriend asked me, like, did you ever think that you had a small dick? And I was like, no. She's like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
so according to this clinic's diagnoses, what qualifies as a symptom or symptoms of micropenis, and it measures less than 0.75 inches at infancy.
Okay, what about adulthood?
Micropenis is diagnosed. Apparently, it's actually like diagnosable if the length is less than 2.5 standards deviation below.
So this is what I'm talking about. 2.5. So I'm sure this guy was like a 2.5, and he said that women feel the most pleasure in the first 3 inches, and that's why he was like okay with it. And he gave himself a little wiggle room to like not even get to the 3rd inch because he was a 2.5er, and like he didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Nick. I bet you that all of his partners wish that he had a little bit of wiggle room too. But no, an adult penis is defined as a penis that is under 3 3 2/3 inches or less.
3 and 2. Yeah, I guarantee this guy was less than 3 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it?
Or maybe he was 3 and 2/3, and he got to like pass the threshold of the 3-inch pleasure barrier, and he was proud of himself for that, and maybe that was a good thing. But either way, he had a small dick, and I'm 100% sure of it. And he was not my friend. I didn't like him. It was when I was a Mormon missionary, and like when you're a Mormon missionary, you have to like be with like another person, even though like if you don't get along with them or not, like they're just like your partner, and like you don't have a choice in it. And so he was one of my partners in the Mormon missionary field, and yeah. So that he's the one who told me about a small dick.
So I read an article.
Wait, how are we doing on time on the video?
Oh, my buzzer just went off.
Okay,
so
just went off?
Yeah.
Okay.
So real quick, I want to tell my story about this, and then we can next time on this episode we'll figure out why she became a Valkyrie.
Okay.
But apparently, there has been like research done that the male genitalia is actually growing smaller with each generation.
Oh please.
Because of like pot smoking is one of them. Like unhealthy genital care,
or
essentially
masturbating
in the man.
too much.
No, masturbating too much that doesn't affect it.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, never mind. I read something about that recently.
It's something with it, these things can affect the male sperm, and like therefore can affect if they have when they have a son, like the size of their unit.
Right.
And so like basically how they find that out is something like the taint, how long the taint is, and so like that has been going down over time, or like up, I don't remember, but it's been changing over time, and therefore they're like there's a good chance that like throughout the generations like people's penises are getting smaller.
I'm pretty sure my dad's bigger than my dad's dick.
You want to rephrase that sentence one more time?
I'm pretty sure my dick is bigger than my dad's dick. I don't know that for a fact, and I've never seen his dick, but
oh my gosh, do you want to know like one of the funniest stories I think I've ever heard my mom burn my dad for?
Okay, we'll tell that next time on Valhalla. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or don't. We don't give a shit. I'll see you all in the next one, and goodbye everyone.
Bye, I love you.